What's up guys, Miniman here, and today I'm going to be teaching you or showing you how to win bedwars games. Bedwars solo games in general, but you're not going to win every game, so just keep that in mind. Hope you enjoy. Okay, so when you're in the lobby like this, you got to make sure you voted for a good map and check what teams are in. You can also do that on the sidebar on the right. But when you're in, you want to go to your gen, get 8 iron, chuck out the gold, and get 32 blocks. With the blocks, you rush your opponent. There's usually a side rushing, so it's the person to your side. If there isn't, then you want to do diagonally. Diagonally, it might use some more blocks sometimes. A good map is like any map you're comfortable with that's a 32 iron rush. Pyramid is a 4, so it can be a bit quick and not great. But yeah, you want to eliminate your first team. It's alright if you don't get that, but if you don't do it, but you just want to get their bed. Then you go into their gen and decide if you're going to go back or continue rushing. So yellow came to me and he was my, if I continued rushing, that's where he would be. But I didn't kill him, so he has a chance to get my bed. But I know he's low, so I instantly, after I accidentally clicked the wrong buttons, I instantly go for him because he's low and I know he still outgears me, but I think I can beat him this time. So I fight yellow, but I needed to be careful. If grey was in, they could be going for me because I'm red and grey's on the other side of me. So I get yellow here and then I continually rush because yellow and cyan are the only teams in. So I have a look there to just check if cyan had bridged over to the right because I didn't want him going for me. I wanted him to go for yellow. So here I just buy things. Handy things to get are a stone sword, iron armor, blocks, fireballs, gaps, TNT if you need to break a bed. So here I fireball yellow just to try and knock him off, but it doesn't. It gets him low though and confuses him a bit. So he doesn't fight very well and I get him. And I noticed that Aqua had destroyed yellow bed, so it was lucky. But now it's me and Aqua. And Aqua's coming for me. So I get TNT to get his bed, some gaps, a fireball, because fireballs are just very useful. Excuse me. And I go this way and I notice Aqua there, so I just put a few blocks on my bed. But it's not worth doing a full wall defense unless here. That's a smart play, but I almost stuffed it up. You can do that sometimes and it can buy you a lot of time because now he's all the way back at his base, which is halfway across the map. Bedwars is also a bit of luck, and it's a lot of game sense, so people may do this differently and could still win, but I could have lost many times here. It just depends on who else is in the game. Right. There I get diamonds because I'm just on the way. Don't go out of your way to get diamonds, I don't think, unless the other person really outgears you, they've got mid stuff, they've got a huge defense, so that's when you get M's. But diamonds you can get just running around the map, so that's why I got them there. And I got sharp. Sharp is the best if you want to attack, but if you're not that good at getting people, maybe you want prot. A mining fatigue trap is a good idea, but yeah, prot, mining fatigue trap, and sharp, they're the best ones. If you get lots of prot, iron armor, and a sharp stone sword, you're really tanky. So here he had been stalling because and I get a good fireball off there, just right on the end, so he wasn't really expecting it. I build up on the bridges like that, so then he can't just run past and go straight to my bed. Here I build up again so he can't get to me, and I go over him. And this is what you want to do when you're TNTing a bed. And you don't want to TNT in the middle, you want to TNT on one of the corners. So here, we're on the bottom right corner, 2 TNT, just one to knock him back. So I wait for them to explode. I probably could have dropped down a bit earlier and I ate my gap and I hit him off the edge because he was low from the TNT. And we get the win. Alright, now that could have gone many other ways, but it chose, that's the way it went and I won, so that's really good. Now I'm going to show a second game that I also won, but it was a bit different. So this is just another example. In the lobby, I checked there's 5 people in, and I've voted for a good map that's 8 up. So I know red's in, and the 2 teams behind me are in. So I get my 8 iron, I chuck out my gold, and I rush red. So, and I build up like that, so red can't cross my bridges if he tries to. So, I've got his bed, which is good, and he's not really paying attention, so I can just sort of get him here. He sort of allows it, but then I know I'm the only one that's taken out the team. And green and yellow are still in. And I try and go this way, but then because I was going the wrong way, I realize and I notice that the bridge from green to mid, so I see that green's not going for me, like green to the diamond gen. You sort of want to look for those things in the distance. Here, I'm sort of just waiting for enough for iron armor, because that's going to help me out a lot. So I get iron armor, a stone sword, some end stone, and some wool, because I know that yellow has taken out green, so I think yellow's taken out green, so he's like competent. So I just quickly place the defense, but I stuff up and my mouse double clicked, and I don't have a pick. A pick is really handy, but I didn't have one, so I just cover it with wool and hope no one notices. This is a good defense because like you need a pick to break it. But if they have a pick, then like it's easier to break. So I've done my defense. I don't usually do a defense, but I just didn't want them, like me, stuffing up and trying to get yellow bed. But then, oh no, yellow's not in. Cyan is the one that's got them out. I didn't even realize that. So I go to green, and I notice that green's still in. He doesn't have a bed there, and I see him there. I go on the vine so I don't take full damage, and then you try and get him when he's in the shop or the chest. So I get a good combo off on him here, but he silverfishes in that, but you just got to keep concentrating on the player. So I just jump over the silverfish so that it doesn't attack me. Get its resources, and then I'm more geared up. Okay, so I get the others and put them in my ender chests, because in case I die, I don't want to spawn with nothing. I get some ladders so that I can build up if I need to. And here I'm looking at Aqua, and I see he's built over to the other, and I see his particles at the diamond gen, and he's heading towards middle. So I know he's going for my base, or he's going to get M's and then going for my base, so I need to be quick. But I don't think I am. I see that he's doing that because I don't want to fight him and lose when he's almost at my bed or have got my bed. So I noticed there, he's just got to mid, but I'm at his base. So I'm very lucky here. I sort of wait because I want to see his name tag, but I don't. I just decide to break it. And in that moment, he just fell off the edge, so I was extremely lucky there. That could have gone many other ways, but it went in my favor. So now I'm going to talk about useful items. So some useful items to get are stone sword, that iron armor, blocks, gapples, fireballs. They're all really useful things, and you always want those if you've got extra. Shears are good, just for breaking wool really quick. Like, you don't think it's much, but it is. Pickaxe, axe, they're also very good if beds are still in the game. Shears are good anyway. Ladders for pillaring up, or going up like pillars if people are building up quicker. You can also use like bed bugs, but fireballs are better. So fireballs, TNT if people are in the game. If they're not, like if beds are in the game. If beds aren't, then you don't really need fireballs or TNT. So you want your iron sword or your stone sword. You don't need an iron one. Blocks, maybe depending on how much you have, but you want a lot of blocks, maybe 3 to 5 stacks. Then you've got your fireball, your gaps, maybe some TNT. You've got full tools, some ladders, and lots of extra blocks. That's really all you need. Sharpness and prot help, and so does mining fatigue, because like sharpness, you can kill them in less hits, and a sharp stone prot iron armor, that's like good. You don't need the iron sword, and get an iron sword if they're really stacked and you've also got lots of resources. You don't need M's, you don't need a big defense. 1 layer of endstone and wool is enough. Don't do a plain 1 layer of wool defense. Yes, it can save you a bit of time, but chances are it's not going to really save you that much. It's better just not to do the defense or to do endstone. So yeah, there's some useful things to get. And thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye. Like and subscribe as well. Only if you enjoyed it, of course. And go check out my other vids, please.